Here we go. Hebrew Homestead update. Got fat fingers. I planted some black-eyed peas back here where the spinach wasn't growing. The radishes are outgrowing everything. And there's carrots that I planted are coming up. So by the time I'm done with the radishes, the end of summer and fall, there'll be plenty of carrots in here. Or whenever they're done. I also planted here some rutabagas. Just looking for different stuff to plant. Somebody told me something about a rutabaga green that they want to taste. Eat it like green. So put some rutabagas in there. Give it a little bit of drink. And then we can go up front and see what I planted up front. I did some more cutting over there. I don't know if you can tell. But you see where these little trees are? Right there. I only got one hand. But them little trees are right there. I cut down some of those. I got about 5 or maybe 5 to 8 more left. They're little trees, but they're not that little. That's a nice drink for it. Feed the rest of these sprouted beans, black-eyed peas, to the chickens, because I didn't plant it all I can plant. I could save them, plant some more, who knows. I gotta plant some more. This was a special plant to me. Saved all the seeds. I said I wanted to multiply it, so I should plant the rest of them. Just find a spot and let them keep germinating and sprouting. They don't sprout. It's been about a day. And maybe I'm doing too much and feed it to the chickens. That was enough. They appreciate some sprouted beans. One of my chickens got sick. I think all the ones in front kind of got a hold of something. They was all kind of looking silly and looking sick. One of them died. So, nope, 2 of them died. So down to 12 to 10. Hey, black-eyed peas and green weeds for dinner. I don't know if you can see them little guys in there. They still nesting on the ground. Chickens in the front finally figured out the nest on the perch, which is good. Well, 2 of them died. They got sick. God knows what, but gave them some apple cider vinegar. And now everybody's looking healthy. Let's see. What's going on? What's new, Mr. Hebrew? What's new? That's old. Nothing new here. Hoping some of this turmeric comes up, and the ginger I put in there, it'll come up after I pick these. I should start eating these. Those onions are doing well. Looks like I left a carrot got left here, and it's gonna be amazing by itself. These onions are shallots. Look at these onions with these scapes. I'm not sure. You see those scapes? It's a beautiful thing. And they taste good if you cook them. I'm not going to do weeding in this video because the pawpaw tree is starting to show its leaves. Can you see that? These are pawpaw trees. been finding these everywhere. I believe these are like a berry. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna let them grow. I'm seeing them. I think the birds planted them. These everywhere, and I'm not gonna let them grow. I'm gonna let these berries grow where I see them. Somebody told me they're berries. I'm gonna find out. If they are, that's great. This not so much. This is not a berry. This is a. No, this is that same tree. Yeah, somebody said that's a berry. It might be. I'm gonna let them grow and find out. So that's old news. That's old news. There's also some onions in there. I meant to get that weed. I didn't get it. These tomatoes are doing okay. I watered them last night. I don't know if you can see inside of there. These bottles can act like a miniature greenhouse. Let them get big and such until they get so big that they'll just, usually it's been my experience, they just push these off. When they push them off, you know they're good to go. They remove themselves. Nothing new to see over here. Blueberries. Got some blueberry blooms, which is amazing. I did have some of that lettuce, which is amazing. Didn't go to waste. Potatoes are doing amazing. Ladybugs should not be on a potato. Yeah, they're coming up because I do eat potatoes. I gotta get these in the ground because they got more berries than the ones in the ground. Yeah, that doesn't look, who knows? But yeah, can't have them under this tree forever. But the big new news, the big update is the front yard. I got some logs out of the front yard. Here I got Indian corn. Just gonna get these two guys some shade this summer. His son's running across there. There it goes. And this tree used to get them shade, but I've pruned half of it, and that tree's gone. So when this corn about the middle of the summer, this corn will give up and they get them some shade because they're locked out of the coop, and I'm not letting them out because of the dog incident. And these guys got the coop, the little birds. So this is Indian corn, which I'll make some, hopefully I'll make some grits with it, or maybe some cornmeal. And here I got watermelons, Congo, and also in the planet I got the black eyed peas. This is black eyed pea patch. So doesn't matter which one come up first. I'm pretty sure the black eyed peas will come up before the watermelon starts spreading. A little straw, a little keyhole pattern right there. That corn doesn't need keyholes. Won't need much weed. Once that corn comes up, it's gonna take over. I got here, it's a little okra patch. Red on this side, green on that side. That's just the amount of seeds I had. And that little patch right there is all okra that probably one person couldn't eat. Maybe a few people couldn't eat. Here's bell peppers, different color bell peppers. Cucumbers, that's nothing new. Lentils, sage, and more black eyed peas. No, black eyed peas are not here. What's here is turnips on this side and rutabagas on this side. Rutabagas, turnips, parsnips in the back, and sugar peas lying in the back. There's also sugar peas lying on the fence over there. I wonder if I got more than 10 minutes. I think so. And that's it. That's the front yard planted. I think these are a few little sunflowers coming up. Sunflower, sign of my power. Loving you, baby. It's sun shower, but I just made it sunflower. Magnificent weeds everywhere. Good for compost. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see what's in it. Is that corn? Don't be corny, man. But that is corn. There it goes. There it goes. Yes, summer is coming. Look at that. If you see one, wait, there's another one. There's another one. Can you see it? Can you see it? Ooh, yeah. Yes. That is corn. So once this corn come up, these weeds don't have a chance. And this is the sweet corn side. See that? I kept the bag. Sweet corn, baby. And that is popcorn. Yes, I'm gonna keep the corn. I wonder if any more corn come up. Anybody else want to be corny today? Nobody. Okay. I'll wait. I got time. You got time? I got time. I'll wait. But that is corn right there. I think I know corn when I see it. Look at that. That's fancy. Hello, everybody. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Cornball. Alright, that's it. That just happened. I just discovered corn is sprouting. That's why I don't go crazy with the weeding right away, because stuff is tiny. If you just go weeding, you don't know what you're weeding. I also planted some more, and they coming up. See that? More beets here, and I think at the other beet spot. See, that's a baby beet, and these are the big ones. Yeah, no idea what I'm gonna do with beets, other than slice them up. But I do produce the tops. The tops are healthy. And we'll see how these do, because I think this soil needs a little help. It's a little rag there. What is that? Oh, that's a piece of material. This soil needs a little help, so I'm going to put some. I'm gonna buy some manure or some, good bags of compost. I need about 10 bags. If they're $1.50 to $2, I can spend like $20 on compost, and just spread, not my compost, or manure, cow manure. Or if I can go to the farm, I think I can get a truckload for $45 of goat or sheep manure. That'd be even better. Aged manure, and I can just, sprinkle a little bit on top of these beds. It helps the growing process. I think it's time for that. This soil is pretty rich. You can see how black that is. That doesn't need much. That soil is kind of sandy, but the stuff is growing. It's not, you see that corn's up. I did put compost underneath, so it's got nutrients. It's just, it's not full sun back here. It's like half the day sun, kind of shaded. This is really shaded, which is why I put the rutabagas and these turnips back here, because they kind of cool weather. So being that this is really shady, and the parsnips, that's all like kind of cool weather stuff. So they'll just slowly grow all summer. That's what I'm banking on. If they bolt, they bolt. I'll start some more in June. But that's it, man. This is the personal Eden garden on the Hebrew Homestead. If I get extra, I may sell it. Also, this is a long update, boy. You hanging in there? These chickens are beautiful, man. Let me show you these chickens. I don't know if you can see them. They're pretty. I think they said they're Americanas, but I don't know. There's two of them in here. I don't know which one. Look like them banners. I don't know if you can see that over there. Or that gal over there. Let me see if I can get it in. You see that one? She's pretty. That's a pretty bird. That's not a good job. Let me open the fence. Look at them. They're pretty. It's a different kind of bird. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty bird. They're like, what are you doing? Say hello to everybody. Hello. Hello? Can you say hello again? Okay, great. Yep. Look at that bird. Look at that. That's a pretty bird. And I think these are Americanas. I think it's another one in there mixed. Like a bantam. Yeah, these are like bantam birds. They look like little chicken hawk eagle birds. Tell me these are not pretty birds. Anyway. He's just white. Alright. You're a pretty bird too. Cause you the man. Mr. Rooster. I know. So that's it. Oh, last thing. The quail are laying eggs. I had to put one quail in jail, but there it goes. Look at that. They just laid these. I was just here 30 minutes ago and they was not here. Look at that. 3 eggs. That's right there. Oh, 2 more. Is it 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. 3 here. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3. If they move out the way. You see that? 4, 5. 5 eggs. Since I just said quails are amazing little birds. And these eggs are delicious. And I'm gonna get them out of here because somebody just think it's a good idea to poke a hole in one of them every now and then. So I'm gonna go get my egg catcher. If you want to see that, you can hang on and see how long this video goes. So I got a pickup tool that I originally got for picking up trash, and it turned out to be a great reach in a quail cage and get an egg tool. That's from a fire. And I'm gonna go get it and put some eggs in my pocket. I got eggs in my pocket. I also got a rocket and it's ready to go. Is that a rocket in your pocket? It's a rocket in my pocket, baby. Got a rocket in my pocket. It's a long video. But hey, this is a goddamn update on the homestead. And you're witnessing my egg duty daily. Just leave them in here. Somebody thinks it's a good idea to poke a hole in there, one of them. Just testing it out. I guess they want to see what the egg tastes like. Because they will eat them. I know I've seen the chicken eat their eggs. So, if you don't want to eat them, we will. No, I want to eat them. I've eaten these eggs. And they're yummy. There you go. Egg robot. Working. Egg in the pocket. It's like playing pool. If you want to think of it like that. Hey, what are you doing, man? What am I doing? What y'all doing is paying the bill. Let's do. Like, yeah, man. What are you doing? What does he think he's doing? He thinks he's slick with his egg machine. I don't know if they approve or disapprove. I don't think they care. But, because, you know, nobody's sitting on the eggs. Nobody's broody yet. But, that's it. That's the update. Got my eggs. We'll wash them off a little bit. Bam, that's 5 eggs. They were not here since I started my little duties, which has probably like been about an hour. I've been out here maybe an hour, 2 hours. You know, after you get everything established, it's a lot of hard work, you know, digging all these beds and stuff. I know I look horrible. I think I look tired. I'm working hard, man, and I ain't getting a whole lot of money. But it's a lot of work digging these beds and getting stuff established. Like, this thing was a lot of work, man. This was just like an A-frame. It's like part some shit I get off the internet, you know, part my own creation. The water thing, the A-frame, I got that from the internet. But, you know, it's got a nice cedar roof. But after I got done doing this and I kind of figured out how to work this and get these birds in here, I don't know, I think they live a few years. And they're eating a lot of food since they started laying eggs. The work pays off because now, you know, I just collect eggs. And I think I maybe clean this out. I think it might be a good idea to clean this out like every 3 months or something. And add sand to it. They happy. I let it get a little stinky at first because I think I let it go for like 9 months. I don't really know what the protocol was because it's not a book on it. I guess I built this thing. But now that it's done, it's even painted. I could have did a better job with painting the whole thing, you know. But it's all right. But I like to see the roof now. But it's built now. I mean, it's a lot of hard work getting it there. And sometimes it seems like, how can I say it? It seems like when you're working hard for a whole lot of nothing. But after you get some stuff done and established, eventually, you know, taking care of your garden will be like cutting your lawn. Once you get it established, like the first year is rough because I gotta dig that bed. You know, I gotta feed that bed. I gotta de-weed that bed, take the rocks and the roots and the vines that's all in the ground. But once you get that done, right, then you put something in there, you get a lot of weeds come up. Then you get rid of the weeds, but eventually, it's not a lot of weeds there. It's just usually, eventually what's there is what you put there. And you kind of control it better. And then, like this right here, this is a lot of work. But next year, this will be easy, man. I'll just throw some compost and add some stuff to it. Hit it with a hoe a little bit, plant the seed, and forget about it. And it won't be a lot of weeds there because the weed pressure goes down the more you add, you know, material. You dealing with stuff that's already in the ground. That's just the first year. But after you get it established, you spend about much time, you know, you'll spend 30 minutes a day, maybe 2 hours in a week, 2 hours weeding in a week or something. Except for when you go harvesting, unless you're eating out of it daily. But it's a lot of hard work to get it established. Once you get it established, like I'm putting these beds here, I'm not gonna move these beds. There's too much work putting them in. This is kind of the permanent status of the front yard. I'll change what's in them, but this is a nice path. It's workable. I can get to this. Chicken coops there. It's all workable. And I'm making a lot of space, making this all growing space. But once this is established, I mean, unless it's a problem, you just add material on top, add your seeds. You know, you do a little weeding. It's once you do the hard work at first, you know, it gets easier and easier. So a lot of people be like, oh man, I did all that digging and I grew a whole bed of weeds. Like if you came over here and seen this before I weeded this, like you see how them little weeds over here? Like this thing was covered in weeds. Like you couldn't tell the weeds from the. You had to look real close to tell the weeds from the beets, because the beets weren't but this big. Look at how big that is. Can you see that? The beets were that big at one time, and the weeds. We found a weed. The weeds were this big. Next to the, I had to come through here and I pulled a lot of this by hand. I spent a good hour back here just pulling weeds out here by hand. Because if you don't, you'll pull up everything you planted. Or if you just go with a hoe, you know, you just kill everything you planted. You don't want to do that. What happened here? Did that break off? Oh wow. Did I do that? See? You gotta be careful. These are babies. It's like a little nursery. And I hold these weeds down. And I don't chop them up real good. And they really just, they're so tough, they kind of grow back in the ground. You gotta pull them out the ground. But once you finish the first year, the second year gets easier. And then the soil gets better because you're putting compost and material into the soil. Eventually the soil gets rich. It's weed free and it's rich. And what you put in there, it just grows. Like this is the first year. For these beets to be growing like this on the first year, I'm not gonna lie, it's wonderful, it's amazing. And it's not like it's a miracle, but I put some material in there. But I got my compost, you saw where I got my compost from leaves off the street. But even if you buy bags of compost, and I use fish poop for fertilizer, I've done it a couple times. But for it to be growing like this the first year, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty good. So don't get discouraged when you first start, because it's a lot of work and you won't see the results right away. You'll see some, but you're gonna fight a lot of weeds the first year. That's just what it is. So the second year, it gets easier. It gets smooth. So that's it, man. Bam, man. That's, and with these note on these poopy quail eggs. I had these quails for about a year. They were supposed to lay last spring, but this thing I built is 60% shade, 70% shade, and 30% sunlight. So they weren't getting enough sunlight. It wasn't until literally I put this light in here. See that light? I put that light in there. I leave that light on all day. I don't take that light off until I go to sleep, which is late at night. And literally, I would say the next day, it was a day or the second day after I put that light in, somebody laid their first egg. So quail need the 12 to 16 hours of light, because they only lay eggs during they wild birds. They only lay eggs during the summer season when they're gonna mate. And they haven't eaten up a storm and eating, fighting, and fucking. That's what they've been doing. And now they lay eggs. So they're eating, fighting, fucking, and laying eggs. And that requires a lot of energy, so they've been eating a lot of food. They eating what their food is. But hey, they're happy. Like, this is life. Like, and these are delicious. Like this right here, man. This is a good meal for you. This is some good nutrients. You know. I'm not a vegan. I'm like a most of the time vegetarian. The chicken is always in danger with me around, but for the most part, I don't eat meat. Some months I get carnivorous, but I'm like a half-ass vegetarian who eats eggs. So yeah, man, that's it. It's a 30-minute video. I've talked too much, but that's what I do. It's the Hebrew Homestead update. And I got one more thing. If you still here, let's walk. I'm gonna go back to work, earn my little ragged ass money. Really little. Trying to sprout some avocados. That might be a plan. As many avocados I eat, if I sprout half the seeds of the avocados I eat, man, I might, if I grow them in the trees, man, I might get rich. Here's the big secret. Guess what these are? Go, what did he? What did he? Say it again. Yeah? Yeah? Huh? Don't sound like a chicken, does it? Yeah, man, I got some turkeys. You old turkey. I got 5 of them. I had to separate one because, see, bird is in here. And he don't know how to get out. I hope he finds his way out. He's a cute little thing. Thought it was sweet. Go that way. That way. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he almost made it out. Anyway, he'll figure it out. If he don't, he'll die in here. Starved to death. And yeah, the birdman gave me, I had lost 10 birds. He gave me back the ones I lost. I appreciate it. So, shout out to the Mad Hatcher in Georgia. I give him his props. Yeah, I got him. It was pretty cold in here, I think. I think they caught the cold and I lost 10 of them. And he replaced them, so I appreciate that. So then he did that. He had some turkeys. These turkeys ain't cheap. These birds are like $2, $3 a piece. The turkeys are $15 a piece. It's like, goddamn, man, I want to spend some money in the damn. I got 5 of them. That was, I probably just broke that egg. And, yeah, I had to separate this one because those turkeys was kicking everybody's ass. I thought they could all be here together. They was kicking her ass and his ass too, so. Once I put them in there, I left the one turkey in here with the birds. The turkey thinks it's a chicken for now, but he's gonna outgrow everybody. He's gonna be the ugly duckling, so I'm gonna have to eventually reunite him with the turkey people. This is my first time with turkeys, but this is my first time with chickens and quails too, so. They're all birds. I'm about to build some kind of pen or something for them. I got time, but I don't have that much time. They might end up in the back for now. In that back cage. They'll be so big they won't be able to get out. I don't know if you can't see them, but there's one of them in there is a turkey. It's like, get away from us. I just want my egg back, man. I'm not trying to bother y'all. Alright. Yep, look at that. These quail eggs are tough. Like, you can crack that, but there's another soft part in there. It's not gonna let it out. So, but to me, that one's kind of contaminated. I'm gonna throw it away once I crack it. I haven't washed it, but I just made that up, of course. That's it. That's the Hebrew Homestead update. I don't know what number this is because I only keep that on the intranet. And we'll lock this back up, make it raccoon and predator proof if something gets in here, because this place is not 100% secure. There are rodents that roam and they can make their way in here, because I have not worked on this house. Needs a lot of work, and I'll do it when I damn show get ready to do it. That's when I'll do it. In the meantime, I'm trying to make this happen. So that's it, man. This is a long video, but this is get 5 turkeys. You know. If I do good, I don't know if they're males or females. And if I do good, hopefully I have some females and 1 male. I'm hoping I have enough to make some fertile eggs. So that's it. That's the Hebrew Homestead update. That's a beautiful thing. The front yard is planted, making all my space some growing space. That's the fence that goes around here. And now these chickens are gonna stay in their coops because of the dog attack. It's still dogs to get out. I can't keep all of the dogs in the neighborhood in their yards, so I'll keep my chickens in the coop. So they was kind of free ranging, but they ended up free range got them dead. If they was in their coops, I wouldn't have to re-up on my chickens. But hey, these guys are pretty. Yep. I think that's it. I'll show you these are the prettiest birds. The other birds in the back are pretty too. They're kind of different looking. They're all Americanas, but I think it's two of them in there that's something different. That's it, man. Everything's planted. Beans. You know, I don't plant squash because of my experience until summer. I plant my squash in the summer and get it in the fall. I don't know if the bug down here, but it's a bug in Minnesota that will eat all your squash. You know, if it's here, I probably won't get that much cucumbers. It'll tear up that cucumber too. I don't know. But I plant my squash, whatever squash I want, after May, June, you know, and you get it. I don't go for the summer squash. It's just a lot of work you put into it, and that boar, I forget what the name of it is. It works its way all the way through it. You almost get one plant, and the whole thing dies. So, if I plant in June, from what I've experienced, you'll get a crop. So that's when I plant squash kind of stuff. But now this is the springtime. It's kind of over here. We're getting into the late spring. And this is shaded, so I'll get the cool weather stuff here. I'm gonna get these beans because I gotta start practicing working, getting beans and working out a big crop of beans for stashing. And you know what I'm saying? Real survival stuff. And that's it. Oh, one more thing. This is an extremely long video. If you're watching this video this long, you should come join me. I think this is, I gotta stop. I need to put up a thing for this. I need to put up a little gateway. One more thing. Oh, I yet to plant. I gotta plant. I planted those bell peppers over there, but I still gotta plant these black beauty tomatoes. And no, this black beauty. Can you speak? Eggplant. Eggplants here. They're starting to get some true leaves, and these are like the black tomatoes I got here. Black creme tomatoes. Those are delicious. And I got over there is what are these called? Got them right here. Yeah, brandywine. These are brandywines. These big leaves like this, and these are cherry tomatoes. But that's what's over there in the greenhouse without the greenhouse. As you can see it. I'm gonna get real greenhouse plastic and put it up on there, but not till fall because there's no need for it. Here, it'll just mean I have to water and raise my water bill. I'll wait till after fall and put the greenhouse plastic up. The one that's real plastic, not this cheap stuff I had that lasted 1 year. It kind of lasts 3 years. So I put those, the rest of those tomatoes in here. They're getting hardened off over there. Anyway, I might put them in a bigger pot, or I might put them in the ground. I don't know. But they'll end up over here. The rest of those tomatoes, and I don't know if I have room for the eggplants. I might have to find a spot for the eggplants, because I usually keep the eggplants with the tomatoes. I thought I had tomatillos, but I'm thinking not. I need some tomatillos, so I might have to buy some plants, because I eat those. They're great with rice. That's it. Potatoes doing great. Oh, here's the seed pods. They're laying over. If you can see that. So these are like little bean pods for the greens. And if I do this right, shouldn't have to buy any more seed. Like this is gonna be a lot of seed, man. And say about June, July, I'll start off on my blocks, and I can get into starting off seedlings. That's part of my little maybe possible business plan. Doing some seedlings, because these are Georgia collards. That's an heirloom. They do great here. They stay here all winter. And if I get a cycle going with those, these avocados, and maybe some, and start saving seeds and doing seedlings, that'll be great. That's it. This is like 3 videos in one. Oh, wait a minute. You got to know, man. What's that? I mean, and the birds are nice enough just to eat off the top. But what is that, man? Is that a mulberry? That's a mulberry. And it's, yeah, I gotta appreciate this. I gotta share this with y'all, man. The mulberry is definitely fruiting. All 3 trees, by the way, are fruiting. Let me show you this. I thought these mulberry trees, wasn't sure because I'm not 100% a botanist, but it looked like a mulberry tree. I did find a fig tree in the back. And I cut it, pruned it heavily. Like, I left these two branches on here, and bam, look at that. I got fruit, because they need to be pruned. And I mulched them. And I got fruit. Don't step on the corn, man. Don't step on the corn, man. And yeah, let me see. This one, yeah, it came out early. You see that dead leaf? It got frostbite, and it got fruit. See that fruit? You can't. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's fruiting. So this is definitely a mulberry tree. I pruned it heavy because it's shading the house, and the house needs some sun, so we don't have mold. We got to fight the mold. Sun kills the mold. And yeah, I got a lot more tree cutting to do, and I've done a lot of pruning. I survived it. You know, respect the tree, and cocoa butter works. That's all I can tell you, man. That's cocoa butter. That was a real bad, whatever it was, scratch. But cocoa butter works, because that's pretty hair done in a few weeks. That's amazing. That's it. Oh, I wish I could share with you what a mulberry tastes like, but you know, you should go taste one. Mulberries at the store. Mulberries at the store. Like a lunch bag of mulberries at Whole Foods in Minnesota costs, my God, anywhere from $15 to $18. So if you ask me, this was the biggest blessing I got when I got this little thing that I had a mulberry tree. I grew up with a mulberry tree. I never knew what it was. We used to eat them. It was always, remember, it was like blackberries on the tree. And that's, I dropped it. Don't waste the mulberries, man. Yeah, that's mulberry. And they're delicious. And they're considered a superfruit. Yeah. And I will eat it on screen, see? You don't think? I'm playing. It's delicious. It tastes like blackberry. Mixed with cranberry, but it's sweet. That's what it tastes like, I think. Yeah. Anyway, this is a long video. I don't think they're gonna let me post this. This is Stallone, everybody. I'm out.